An inside look at the life of a person who lives with a high-profile offensive coordinator of a Division I school that last year turned down $3 million to be a head coach per year. And we know that day will come for him. But today we're going to talk to one of his major keys to success. She says his key to success. Not really. But today it's a privilege to have Kristi Malzahn with us. Her passion, however, is that life, is that God has given each other for them to walk alongside of each other in life. She left the business world and now is focused on opportunities to serve and make a difference with her life. She's done all kinds of... There you go.
Thanks. My kids are just a challenge a minute, and absolutely they're great, but they're kids, and they're out of my house. Thank you, Lord. I'm enjoying the empty nest thing. It's really not that bad, so all you people who are thinking it's bad, it's not. So they come in, and I'm like, what are you doing here? You need to go. I pay rent on a house for you over there. So
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I love honesty. Now,
Gus was like, shut up. You know, I was laughing, telling somebody the other day, we've kind of looked at writing a book called You People Are Freaking Nuts, Life from Inside the Fishbowl. Because I still stand in amazement that anybody would dare to want my husband's autograph. I mean, seriously, why? But at the same time, I'm looking at these kids going, I know that they're special, but at the same time, these are the same children that you're excited to get out of your homes like me, because they're college and I'm ready to get them out. They're just kids, and they do stupid, immature things, and at the same time, they have an incredible amount of ability. And what our job is, what we see it as, is that we're to take what has been given to them as their foundation. Some of them come with no foundation, and so then we're charged with helping establish a foundation so that they know from this point forward, your DNA is all that you have to say that you had no choice over. From this point forward, everything in your life is a choice. Your DNA is the only thing that God just said, that's it, no choice. Gus was like, shut up. That's pretty cool. We got to go to Lou's house, and Dr. Lou, you know, give us a little side note on the inside. Gus was way impressed, and I kept saying, he has a lisp or something. There's something going on with his mouth. I can't really understand what he's saying. Gus was like, shut up. But since then, you know, I hear him, and he can't help it. So, but Gus was like, shut up. Gus is in the office usually by 7:15 in the morning. He's there this year. He's been there a lot later. It's probably about 1 o'clock in the morning, and he's rolling in and sleeping and not very soundly, and he's back up. And this week, I think it's probably been even worse. No pressure there. Don't know why he would do that, but you know, a little film with him, and you know, that was so stupid. Why'd he do that? You know, and he gets no grace there. We're all three. You've trained us well, honey. We expect perfection. Perform. So.
Phoenix, Auburn won the national championship game on the last play of the game with a field goal.
The offensive showdown.
Yeah, the offensive showdown.
Whoa.
All right. So
22 points.
Family
wow.
was in the room. And what you said to Gus after they won the national championship on a field goal, the door closes.
22 points, really? That's what happened. What are you serious? That was our conversation. And he looked at me. Seriously? We just won the national championship. Yeah, but this was supposed to be Oregon and Auburn, offensive showdown, because both these defenses really aren't very good. And 22 points? What, are you kidding? Field goal? Really? And he tells this story. He brought it up. I wasn't going to tell everybody, but he tells it to all of his alumni people and thinks it's so funny that I'm psychotic, but whatever.
I told y'all this would be interesting. Now,
you know it's true. It's all right.
with Chris,
Gus was like, shut up. Gus was like, shut up.
you just had the Heisman Trophy winner
He
go
is
to the
cute.
NFL, named Cam Newton. And obviously,
Pretty
there are a
boy.
few people that know Cam Newton, like you and
Few.
Gus Malzahn know Cam Newton. Why don't you tell us your thoughts about Cam?
I love him. But don't tell Gus. I sat at a table with him the day that he was recruited. And truthfully, he was recruited for less than 2 weeks. And Coach Chiswick did not want him because he did not have a quarterback, and especially not a JUCO quarterback, on the plan. And he called me crying the week before the first game and was, whining, I can't make him happy and he just doesn't like me. And, I'm like, yeah, well, welcome to my world. Deal with it. Gus was like, shut up.
But Michael Dyer, incredible
Spent a
young
lot of time
man
with Michael
from-
Dyer.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
It's pretty good, but he's, I know you Arkansas people. I read that. Let's not boo him because he loves the attention. I'm on Twitter. I've read that. It's okay. He has a little bit of an attitude. He carries himself with a little confidence that we have to kick around every now and then. But he is a great kid. Gus was like, shut up. Yes.
And then we have Shiloh Christian's Garrett Harper there. Tell us about
He
Garrett.
he was a traveling team person. I'm not supposed to probably make a big deal of the fact that we had in the 50s scholarship players on that trip last week, but it was a big deal to me. That's not normal, everybody, ladies that don't know. You should not have 50s as your number of scholarship players, but we traveled with 50, and Garrett Harper, as a walk-on, showed up and played, and Garrett is a solid, he's leading in a way that is drawing kids in. Gus was like, shut up. We love you, but I'm not just saying that to blow smoke somewhere, but I don't have the meltdown because Gus won't let the kids go on the bus and you want to go shopping with the wives right now. But I did anyway at the state championship game, and Judy still reminds Gus of that. You were so rude to her. Love that. Need that support every now and then. But, just women who came alongside to love and mentor and say, shush your mouth, don't talk so much, kind of thing. But,
Sure.
Yeah,
the Proverbs word.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm
Now-
still working on it. Gus was like, shut up. And it goes to a place of questioning his integrity and his character and his intelligence because a group of 18 to 22-year-olds did not perform on the field like they should have. And if you've worked with kids, if you've worked 18, 22-year-old individuals, most of the time they're not the most intelligent people that are out there anyway. And it's depending on who said what and what girlfriend broke up with who and what kind of emotional state we come into it, which I do at times look at Gus and go, well, we're the nuts because we're willing to base our whole entire lives on what they decide to do for the day. So, again, Gus was like, shut up. I know that y'all hate Alabama, but we hate them worse. Trust me. It's bad. But people are like dying. I mean, they're killing trees. Our trees, they killed them over a game. Seriously, people grow up. But I've got kids who, our defensive coordinator's children on their little league team, a dad literally turned the kid around, saw that his last name was Roof, and would not shake his hand because he was an Alabama fan. And this is the opposing team, and I'm like, and you're the grown-up. Right. Again, you know, it's Alabama, and they struggle a little bit, but, you know. Gus was like, shut up.
What is your pregame ritual?
Recruiting.
Recruiting?
2.5 hours before the game starts.
I love it. All right. So
Gus was like, shut up.
all right, you ready? Best after-game celebration spot, Toomer's Corner or Dixon Street?
Never went to Dixon Street. I've only been to Toomer's Corner about 3 hours after the game, so neither one.
Arkansas
in the middle of the field.
Auburn. What was the University of Auburn's original name? Do you know it?
The what?
The original name.
I've read that now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something about.
So you just say you don't know it.
I don't.
All right.
I don't know.
It's Alabama Polytechnical Institute.
They had Alabama in their name.
That's
we
right.
need to talk
That's why they
about
changed
that.
it.
I don't blame them.
All right. Who will win? Who will win the game this year of Alabama and LSU?
Personally, I think Alabama will because I think they're more well-rounded. But let me tell you, after watching, you know, we played Mississippi State and then we watched them play LSU the next week, and I called Gus, and he obviously was not watching the game, was working, and preparing for Clemson. And I said, oh, I need to find a way out of that game because that's going to be, their defense is like, they're scary. But then again, it is LSU, and every year they should be at the top of the pile, according to my husband, because all they have to do is kind of walk out in their front yard and go, we'll take you, done, you know, kind of thing. So it really should not be that difficult, but they do struggle some, and I think it might be because somebody's eating some grass or something.
You got to be a football fan to appreciate that. Now, one final question.
Gus was like, shut up. Gus was like, shut up.